factory worker Octavio and waitress Madeline Ortega in Palo Alto, California. Since a very young age, Ortega and his family shared a love for music and dancing. Ortega's career really began in his childhood living room in California, where, mesmerized by Gene Kelly movies, he tried to follow all the star's steps. He attended Sequoia High School, situated in Redwood City, California, and spent his time there as a cheerleader. Initially, Ortega came out of the San Francisco art scene, working with the Tubes. In 1979, Ortega was contracted to work with Kiss on their Dynasty tour. He became more recognized after working with dancer and choreographer Gene Kelly on the film Zando. Ortega went on to choreograph the dance for the Mendo video Hold Me, as well as the 1987 film Dirty Dancing, and has won awards for choreography in music videos such as Madonna's Material Girl. He also worked with the Tubes on their stage shows and directed the video for She's a Beauty. Ortega also did the choreography for Styx's Mr. Roboto video. Ortega directed Billy Squier's Rock Me Tonight video, which is often cited as the worst music promo clip ever made and has been blamed by Squire for killing his career. Together with Michael Jackson, he created and designed the Dangerous World Tour and the History World Tour. He also choreographed events ranging from Super Bowl 30, the 72nd Academy Awards, the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta, and the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City. Kenny Ortega made his directorial debut with the musical comedy drama film Newsies. Ortega received lots of negative feedback towards this film, but he did not let this initial failure affect his future works. Kenny Ortega continued to direct films and bounced back from this failure in 2006 and reached the peak of his career after he directed the musical TV film High School Musical. It became the most successful film to have been produced by Disney Channel original movie and became the most watched TV film of that year. It also won several awards, including a Billboard Music Award and a Primetime Emmy Award. In the coming year, Ortega directed the next two High School Musical sequels, which were equally as successful.
There is no way we could realize our dream of this spectacular opening number in High School Musical 3 without your participation and dedication from all of us. Thank you so much.
Watching him work, I feel so lucky.
Without Kenny Ortega, High School Musical would not be what it is.
If you go back, not without that, just something simpler back so that then both of you could do something together. You know what I mean?
He knows what he wants and he makes a good speech.
In May 2009, Ortega began work on the scheduled Michael Jackson 50-date This Is It concerts, which was canceled subsequent to Jackson's sudden death. He directed the concert film Michael Jackson's This Is It, which was put together from rehearsal footage recorded at the Los Angeles Forum and the Staples Center. The film was released on October 28th. Ortega directed the Michael Jackson Public Memorial at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, which was broadcast live on several networks on July 7, 2009. It reached a television audience of 31 million in America and more than 1 billion worldwide via the internet. At the end of the service, he introduced a rendition of Jackson's 1985 charity single, We Are the World, created for the This Is It concerts, featuring Jackson's backing singers on lead vocals with his dancers performing around them. He was set to direct the 2011 Footloose remake, but dropped out in October 2009 due to differences with Paramount over the budget and tone of the film. Ortega was also hired to direct a film adaptation of the Broadway musical In the Heights for Universal, but the studio dropped the project in 2011 due to budgetary and casting issues. Ortega has also directed many episodes of TV shows, such as the medical drama series Chicago Hope and the comedy drama series Gilmore Girls. Ortega has won several awards in his career, including 2 Emmy Awards out of 5 nominations. His next important work on TV was the music fantasy film Descendants. It starred actors Dove Cameron, Sophia Carson, Boo Boo Stewart, and Cameron Boyce in lead roles. The film was an average success and earned positive reviews. The film was followed by 2 sequels released in 2017 and 2019.
Yeah.
So how do you keep being so inspired? Because you've worked with so many great dancers throughout your career, from Gene Kelly and obviously into Michael Jackson. Is it hard? Do you ever run out of ideas?
Not when you're working with with creative people. Not when you have the kind of collaborators that I've had. The Disney Channel is just an amazing place to collaborate. From the president of the Disney Channel, Gary Marsh, all of his associates and executives, all of the creative people that work there in casting, all of the music people, Steve Vincent, who's been behind every single record, every soundtrack that we've done since I've been there, and then again, that taking our time and finding the right cast members and then putting a great creative team around that it's not difficult to get inspired, and it's not difficult to come up with ideas when you have people that are in it with you, and that share the same passions and that are excited by your vision.
Kenny Ortega keeps his personal life very private and little is known. It is suspected that he is single without kids, but this isn't confirmed.